What goes on, guys? We're back here again with another amazing action figure review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Spawn line of figures, the Violator. This is probably the biggest action figure I own at this point, other than I have the Legends series 12-inch Captain America, and I have the Super Colossal Carnotaurus, T-Rex, and Indominus, but I don't really count those because they're not really like fully articulated figures. So other than that Captain America, this is probably the biggest figure I own at this point, super articulated figure anyway. And I'm not upset about that. This is so awesome. I mean, even just when I was walking in Target, I already talked about, Clown in the Clown video, so go check that out if you haven't already. But I saw him just sitting there, and it was enormous. I couldn't believe how big this box is. I mean, taking a closer look at the box, like, that's how deep the box is. Like, I'm not a small guy, and that's almost like the palm of my hand deep. On the side, you get this amazing artwork. Such a fan of that. He's even got like pubes down there. What's going on there? But that looks awesome. The back looks great. I love the product shot. It doesn't even look like an action figure, like a fully articulated action figure. It just looks like a render, but it's articulated. It says the Violator there. You get the flames, red and yellow Spawn logo up there. 22 moving parts. On the side, you get another product image that really doesn't even look like a toy. It just looks like an awesome statue or something. On the side here, you get Spawn. On the bottom, here you go. There's the barcode. But yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this guy. So finally taking Violator out of the box. Oh my God. Like, this is, I don't have words. Like, it's so freaking awesome. Like, I don't know how to describe how cool and high quality this feels. Like, Mcfarlane Toys nailed it with this. Absolutely nailed it. I'm just going to tell you guys that right off the bat. There's no accessories other than the regular, the little stands that come with every figure that Mcfarlane makes, with a little Spawn logo on it. But I don't really care. I can't really think of any accessories that I think Violator would need. I'm not completely like a Violator expert. Like, I haven't read a Spawn book in a while. I remember Violator being really skinny. So to see him like beef the hell up like this is so freaking awesome to me. Like, so freaking awesome. And I think for those who've been collecting Spawn toys for a long time are really going to like a different version of the character on their shelf. This is a work of art. And this, to me, is what I think Mcfarlane should stick to. Slim down, smaller characters is not his thing. They just don't know how to make that. But what he does know how to make is big monster characters, and I don't think it gets more monstrous than Violator. So, without further ado, let's start taking a closer look. I'm going to do my best here, but he is a big boy. He's got to weigh at least 3.5 pounds. He is very heavy. So, taking a look at that gorgeous head sculpt. I can't believe how awesome that looks. Like, that looks so badass. All the bloody like paint in the mouth looks great. Each and every tooth is sculpted and painted beautifully. All like the inside, like the secondary row of teeth right there is all painted very nice. The horns, or whatever the hell these things are, have a nice brown wash over them that look amazing. The hexagonal eyes are painted so nice with a nice black shadow around them that really gives a good effect. Going on to the arms here. I mean, just I'm not even going to talk. Just sit and admire the sculpt on this. It's incredible. It's incredible. All the scales. You can't really see the pins on this guy, so that's freaking awesome. Like, I kind of forgot he had pins to begin with. Like, it just looks that good. None of the joints are super blaringly ugly because they all have washes in them. Going under here, you can check out like his rock abs and things like that. Like, he looks like a beast. The arms, I think, are the same sculpt, just inverted, but that's fine by me. The hands look gnarly. These claws are pretty sharp too. He's a sharp figure overall. You got the big palm. Ow, I just cut myself on this guy in the back. All these spikes and protrusions all across his body just look phenomenal, in my opinion. Phenomenal. Like, I don't know. Like, look at the back on this. Okay, we'll get to the legs in a second. But the back on him just looks like the spine that comes up. Like, these are usually bigger for Violator, I think. But I don't care. I like this design. This is my favorite design for Violator ever now. You know, you get this awesome bone, like, protrusions here, like rock. It just looks so awesome. Oh my god. You get his little tail, I guess, going down. Like, there's like crackles all right there. The legs look huge and menacing on the front here. You get his, like, scales, I guess, overlays with the spikes on the legs, the knee and the degenerate knee here, like the secondary ankle, and then the toes look fantastic. You get all like the bone popping out and like the ankle there. Again, you can't really see the pins, which is awesome. You get a big old foot, and you do get peg holes on both of his feet. But yeah, this is something else, man. This is so awesome. Like, when I was doing my top 10 video of the year so far, which if you haven't checked that out, please go check that out. I didn't even think to mention him, but he will probably be in the top 5 of the year. Like, this is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So like I said, he's big and heavy, so bear with me. I'm going to try to get him on camera as best as I can. The head doesn't really move up or down. It moves down a little bit, moves up a little bit. And you just got to grab it at the horns because his head is spiky. So it does rotate side to side. Not great, and you don't get any like tilt or pivot, which is fine. His jaw opens more. It does. I wouldn't say it closes, but it does move, so that's awesome. Shoulders move upwards all the way. They move down all the way as well. They rotate all the way around. You get a pretty decent single jointed elbow, just about 90, and it does swivel. And then you get a swivel. Ow. See, it's like sharp as hell. And a hinge at the wrist here. So yeah, he is good there. You get a double diaphragm joint here. So if you want to crunch him forward to look down at spawn, he'll look down that much. He'll go arc back only about that much. He does pivot really nice. So you get side to side. That's great movement. And it does rotate at both the bottom and the top. The top only about half. Rotate at the waist all the way, which is really good. Minimal gapping. You just got to pose it right. Hips move outwards about that much. They move downwards that much. They'll only kick forward about that much, which is not terrible, but not great. Back that much. The knee will kick backwards that far and kick forwards that front. It does not swivel at that knee, so don't try to do that. But at the ankle, this is the ankle, this is the toe. So at the ankle here, it does, well, I don't know about Violator anatomy, but it does swivel and hinge there, and then you get this ankle pivot and the hinge there. No toe, I guess technically this is the toe joint if you want to get like real scientific, but man, this is a beast. Like, I've never owned an action figure like this. He really cut my finger. I think I'm bleeding a little bit. This is amazing. Amazing. I think the articulation for a big beefy guy like this is fantastic. It's better than the articulation on some of his characters that have nothing on them, let alone being a giant skin monster. So I'm more than okay with the articulation scheme on this guy. So for the comparisons, of course, we got to bust out the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn, which is the best Spawn figure ever, in my opinion. And just admire how amazingly huge this action figure is. I mean, and they're even like a little bit further forward. Like if I align like their legs, he's even taller. Like I can't even get the whole thing on frame without messing up my review station. But that's crazy to me. That looks so awesome. Because obviously, these two are one and the same, but you got to get both figures because in a way they're the same character, but then in a way they're also, their own characters. So that's freaking awesome. He did cut my finger. So if you see that in the, other parts of the video, that's why. But he's perfectly huge as he should be. I mean, sure, he can always be a little bit bigger, but I'm more than happy with the size on this guy. So I'm not going to complain at all. This is amazing. So, I know you're asking yourself, Ant, what are you thinking of this figure? And I don't think it's any surprise. This is amazing. This is amazing. I just can't get over... Ooh, I guess he can't get over neither. I can't get over how good this thing is. I mean, he is enormous. The sculpt work on this is the best sculpt work I think I've ever seen on an action figure from any company. Like, this is what I think Mcfarlane should focus on more. Sure, I love super articulated figures. Like, and I think Mcfarlane every now and then can hit that good balance of paint, sculpt, and articulation the way that he thinks he does all the time. But this is just a piece of art right here. I cannot believe how good this is, and I'm absolutely blown away. And for a $50 price point to get all of this plastic, I think is more than fair. More than fair. Accessories would be nice, but like I say that, but like honestly, I can't think of anything that I'd really want him to come with. My table's a little slanted, so it has a little bit trouble standing, but I say accessories, but I don't really know what I'd want him to come with. I'm very happy with what he is, and it's phenomenal. I'm going to rate this figure a solid 10 out of 10. Go get yourself one. Even if you're not the biggest Spawn fan, this could be just a cool demon to like play around with on your shelf. Like this could be anything you want it to be. I think it's an amazing Violator, and it's just an amazing action figure in general. So do yourself a favor and go get yourself one. But with that, I think that's all I got for today. So if you haven't already, please like the video. I really appreciate it. Want to build up that following. Subscribe to the channel. I got a lot more videos coming out in the near future. Follow me on Instagram at ZachToys if you have not already for some awesome pictures of this and everything that I review on this channel. But that's all I got for today. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. He cut my finger.